sir. Come in drinking and don't come in at all. Let's get it, gang. Welcome back. He Has the Pod, episode 5. Love, gang. Appreciate all the new viewers from last week. Hopefully you guys watched the old episode and got acclimated with the pod. This is great content, man. Brought to you by your boy Titus. If you watched last week, please come on back and watch again this week. I seen the views go up a little bit. Now, I still ain't no shit. It's obviously a startup pod. But I did appreciate all the new love, and I'm hoping that the same people come back next week. So we're going to hop right into our Smack segment, and we already know what it is. It's the BBL of the week. Let me go ahead and drink to this one, man, because you can see it already fuck going on behind me. Just like a nigga. Come in fresh as hell. Lead the party fucked up. Yeah. He looked like he went to the club. Boy got his essential shit on. He looked good. Yeah. Once that alcohol hit, the rumble was on. And Danny Garcia is the alcohol. Beat the shit out that boy. Huh? Going home to see my Lord. Send that boy to the pearly gates right in front of his family, friends, and loved ones. And nigga Bill Haney said, if he die, he die. Let him die. Boy, you almost lost your son on Saturday night, boy. Huh? He was casket ready. He was fresh as hell. Talking about, I would never lose to a white boy. Basically saying he ain't losing to nobody that ain't black. You know, brothers got that bad. Huh? Negroes, huh? We Negroes think we'll never lose to another Negro or another brother that ain't a Negro. But that, let me tell you something, man, Mexicans is dangerous, especially intoxicated ones, because that motherfucker Danny is on cocaine. Motherfucker is fucked up, man. You want to run up on a Mexican like that, boy, you can get your ass beat, man. You should have known. When motherfucker was singing that song on 10 out of 10, hang with my friends, whatever the fuck the motherfucker was saying, love my friends, 10 out of 10, I would have walked out right there. I said, I ain't fighting that motherfucker. That motherfucker, he said, I don't think Danny Garcia is taking his fight serious. Motherfucker, you ain't understanding shit. Anytime a motherfucker is crazy, they crazy. Huh? You ever was in school, 5th and 6th grade, and that motherfucker who fight like this, run. Run, nigga. That nigga's gonna beat your ass. Motherfuckers start doing all this and foaming at the mouth before they finna get down. Go on, get out of there, gang. That boy finna beat the shit out you. This nigga here, in the fight of his life, the most serious fight of his life, he's my 10 out of 10. Hang on, my friends. Oh yeah, it's time to get up out of there, gang. He got some shit going on that you can't get right now. Boy, beat the shit out you, boy. He sent you up to the gates. They pearly. You went there to talk to Jesus. I imagine that first time in that 7th round when he laid your ass down, Jesus told your ass, boy, you go back down there again, go and fucking with that boy, you gonna be up here mind, body, and spirit. Huh? You ain't gonna lay nowhere else. Your ass gonna be laying on the pearly gate couch. Hey, this shit is serious out here, Devin. That boy hit you with that left hook and almost sent your ass to see Jesus for good. And I almost followed behind his ass because you was the last leg of my parlay game. Yeah, you sold me for him. I had you on points decision. And boy, you was winning even after he knocked your ass down that first time. But you just couldn't stay off the mat. Motherfucker, was it comfortable? Should have got you a pillow, bitch. Beating your fucking head. Motherfucker, a human pinata. Every time he throw that left hand, his shit. Motherfucking candy falling out. Motherfucker started lumping up. He putting permanent logos on your shit. Huh? Every time he hit him with that left, little Danny Garcia logos popping up. Shit lumped up. Motherfucker end up looking like Martin. From when Martin shit was lumped up. I want to go to Arizona. Boy, your ass going to the heaven gates. In a minute, you'll stop fucking with that Mexican playing around and shit. If he die, he die. Bill Haney, you ought to be ashamed of your goddamn self sending your son up for failure like that. Boy, you almost lost him. Huh? You got him off there like that lady on Friday. I'm going to go to the church and I'm going to pray for this nigga. You got to pray. I mean, you got to. Fuck. Goddamn stomped his fucking head in. Clapped his fucking ears together. Smoke coming out of his shit like the goddamn cartoons in the 90s. Clapping his fucking ears together, boy. Boy, he beat his ass worse than my mama used to do me. My mama ain't play either, boy. She put the belt across my ass. Boy, I had my shit ringing for years. You ain't never got hit, I got my ass beat before. Hey, listen, I got 10 brothers, man. Hey, we get down. My mother got a bunch of kids. We get down. My little brother used to thump my shit. I mean, one time he hit me in my ear so motherfucking hard, it was playing music. Motherfucker had his own radio in my shit. And he wasn't no professional boxer. Nigga was 8 years old. Imagine what a trained, intoxicated Mexican to do to your ass. Boy, he probably, now Devin Haney singing that song that Garcia was singing. Hang with my friends. 10 out of 10. Shit, that's what the fuck going on. He out here handing out iPods. Fucking that boy up. Got his shit ringing. Huh? Stop playing, man. BBL of the motherfucking week. You and your fucking daddy. You and your fucking daddy got your ass beat. Hey, Adrian Broner said you might well come fuck with him, gang. You need to save your career. Huh? Stop fucking with the Mexicans on that cocaine. You ever watch Scarface? I don't even believe he was a Mexican. He was something, though. Motherfucker got shot 99 times off that coke. He snurred again. Keep shooting. Can't fight no motherfucking Mexican off no motherfucking... That motherfucker Lion King, man. You go with Viking, hmm? Shit. Hey, enjoy Jesus, though, Devin. We'll see you in about a month or so, man. Take care of yourself. Use that PPO plan you got. BBL of the fucking week. You ass. All right, man. We're going to go ahead and hop into segment number 2, man. Let's drink up a little bit for our boy, Devin. Post something out for our dead homies, man. Including Devin. Beat my boy, motherfucker. Let me get a little bit more of that shit, man. Beat that boy, motherfucking ass, man. I feel sorry for niggas who get their ass beat on national TV, man. I mean, everybody know. You know what I'm saying? We know you professional. You'll probably beat our ass. Shit, that ain't gonna stop us from talking. So get well soon, Devin. Make sure you lock in on that healthcare plan. I know boxing gotta have a hell of a healthcare coverage for the way you got your ass beat. All right, we're gonna hop into segment number 2. As you can see behind us, got them NFL draft highlights rolling. The projected number 1 pick, Caleb Williams, projected to go to the Bears. As a Packer fan, I'm terrified. I'm gonna talk about what I think about Caleb, but I'm just terrified because the Bears is fucking good, dude. They got a lot of shit over there, man. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. They just shored up their wide receiver room. They added Swift. Their defense was already rock solid. They didn't add a shit on that line. I don't understand. I'm with what Sauce Gardner said. He said, I don't understand how a team this good can be picking number 1. And I'm with you, gang. Like, damn, them motherfuckers is decent. Like, the Bears are picking number 1. This is like the best the Bears have been since I've been alive. Not even joking. Like, this is their best roster since I've been alive. Not even joking, dog. And obviously, they've been to the Super Bowl. And what was that, 2006? But that roster wasn't that good. Lovie Smith did a hell of a job, man. That defense, now listen, that defense was crazy. But even if you think about it, the people on that defense outside of the backers, you got Briggs, you got Urlacher. All right, they were solid. Alex Brown on the end. What was it? Agoulier on the other end. Tommy Brown in the middle. Tommy Brown. Tommy Brown, I think it was, the Oklahoma defensive tackle in the middle. Jerry Azuma, Charles Tillman, Mike Brown. Some of the guys I can think of off the head. They were solid guys. So I ain't taking nothing away from that defense, but that offense was ass. I mean, outside of the running back who had a good year, but really wasn't shit. Think of who was the running backs. Comment below. Can't remember. Y'all, the Bears had a decent amount of good running backs. I want to say it was Jones. I want to say it was Jones. Thomas Jones is the running back, but I'm not sure. Let me know who was the Bears running back in the 2006 or whenever they went to the fucking Super Bowl and lost to Peyton Manning. I know the receiver rooms was ass because they was flirting with Devin Hester playing receiver. I think they had Musa Muhammad over there, but either way, I mean, that team wasn't as talented as this one. Keenan Allen on one end, DJ Moore on the other. The guy running back, you know, the tight end. You about to add what people say is a generational talent at quarterback. The defense was top 5 last year. So, man, listen. Dog, that team talented as hell, and there ain't no way they should be drafting Tari twice in the top 10. So, good luck to my Packers, y'all. Y'all pray, gang. I can't have the Bears pass me up. If the Bears pass up the Packers, bro, I'm not going to hear the end of it, bro. From the parents at the job I work at, to my brothers, to my friends, bro. This is hard life being a Packers fan in Chicago. So, y'all, please pray that this motherfucker behind us end up a bust. Because if he is good as they motherfucker saying he is, the Bears taking it over from the 99 and the 2000s. God damn it, they finna be the next up. Let's go ahead and hop deep into this segment. This is our gut feeling segment. So our gut feeling topic this week is the NFL draft. And it's going to be talking about the quarterbacks, all right? So there's 4 top quarterbacks that they're putting in this draft, and they're saying that these are the 4. They're saying that all 4 can go in the top 15. All right, I got my notes, looking at my notes. I'm going to tell you my perspective on these 4 quarterbacks and where I will rank them, all right? And I'm going to throw a little caveat in. I'm going to throw who I think is actually maybe the best quarterback in this draft. Maybe top 2, all right? But starting off, man, my first quarterback that I want to name, and I say this is my QB1. Should he be drafted number 1 overall? Who knows, based on need, all right? But if I was a team who needed a quarterback and I'm drafting and I get the first chance at it, quarterback I'm taking, Jayden Daniels, the kid from LSU. I mean, say what you want, right? He ain't as talented as Caleb. I mean, he don't have all the attributes. He don't make the throws, but shit, okay? Tape don't lie, man. That dude played in the SEC and he balled out. All right, and LSU defense was ass, and he continued to put up those points. Did it on Bama, did it on every team he played. He was able to produce. And it reminds me a lot of what C.J. Stroud did when he became like one of those prospects, what he did to Georgia in the CPF. When people found out, he liked that. He did that shit to an SEC school and it looked easy. Jayden Daniels did that shit more than once. All right, we only seen it once from Stroud before we seen like, okay, Stroud is it, right? We can take him in the top 5. Man, Jayden been doing that shit all year, okay? From damn near 2 years. So I fuck with Jayden. He obviously had good receivers with neighbors on one side, and the other kid, I can't think of his name, I believe it's Williams on the other side. But man, no, he different. I really think he's different, and I believe his combination of size, athleticism, and arm, he's a good modern day quarterback. He's fitting right into that mode. I don't think he throws the ball as well as C.J. Stroud, so don't let me get too far ahead of myself. But he has a lot more to work with, and I believe just that that LSU right now, they hot, man. Everything they put out seems to be striking. Like, I was looking at Daryl Stingley, the cornerback from LSU, his highlights the other day, and he all right, man. Obviously, their receivers, Jamar, Justin, Odell, that been came out the last few years. And there's a couple misses in there. Terrence Marshall is ass. Played for the Panthers. He pretty ass, but for the most part, man, them boys, they all right. So I want to say that Jayden Daniels he's a product. I mean, if you don't know this, Jayden Daniels was Brandon Ayuk's quarterback at Arizona State. So Ayuk speak highly of him. The motherfucker was talking about going to whatever team Daniels go to. So come on. So I think Daniels is my QB1 just because of his ability to run, ability to throw, who he did it against, and how consistent he did it. I got to go with Jayden. And Antonio Pierce was his coach at Arizona State. And now he's the Raiders coach. And he's been high on that motherfucker since he won Heisman, or probably before that, but since we've been hearing. And he going to draft him. So that tells me all I need to know. He's been coaching in the NFL. He's seen NFL level quarterbacks, and he still think this kid is it. So I'm gonna go with what people saying, and people who are in the NFL that's good in the NFL think of him. So I'm gonna go with him as my 1. The 2, I gotta throw Caleb in there. The only reason why I do this is because the people who say Caleb is a generational talent gets to watch him. All right, they get to go to his games live and see him several times. I don't get the chance to do that. Okay, I'm merely judging on games that I see on TV. Okay, so I'm going to give them always the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, I trust my opinion more than theirs, but I don't get the same privilege as them to break down his tape and say how good he is and see how he reacts to a bad throw or see how he sets shit up in person. And the camera only give us a certain angle. So I got to think, all right, when they say this, they see something that's different. Now, the reason why I don't put him as my 1 is because still, I'm going to go with my own opinion. I think Jayden Daniels is that special. All right, I think he is as special, and he's going to go into a system where the coach is going to help him be successful because they all for him. That's going to be their guy. Same with Caleb, but I think just, I like Jayden Daniels. I like what he did at LSU against better competition. The reason why I put Jayden or Caleb Williams at 2 is because that Notre Dame game sticks out a lot to me. Notre Dame is a talented team. Caleb didn't show up. Caleb didn't play in the SEC. He didn't have to, week after week, get ready for this top tier NFL talent that you face. We ain't seen him against no Alabama, against no Georgia, against defenses that's getting 5 and 6 guys drafted every year. We don't see that for Caleb. We see him in a wide open Pac-12 being able, every quarterback throwing that bitch around the yard. Okay? So, respectfully, I just need to see more. And I think, obviously, they're going to go with him as 1. I'm not stupid. I'm not naive to that. The Bears are going to draft him at 1. But I think they putting themselves in a bit of a jam because I don't think he wired like that. Cam Newton say this a lot on his pod, man. It's the way dudes are wired. I don't think Caleb Williams is wired like that. And I don't knock nobody's sexual orientation, obviously, like that. But, I mean, dude got his nails painted pink, and he just, I don't know, man. I mean, and again, I don't want to knock no one's sexual orientation, but I've never seen someone in the NFL at the quarterback position act like him. Or any sports at the highest level, be that way and be successful. And so it'll be good. If it happens, it happens. It's good. I'm not taking anything from that, but he's just a different type of dude that I don't think that lasts in the NFL. I just don't think he has it. So we'll see. He's going to be facing NFL defenses soon. He struggled in the Pac-12, and he struggled against probably the best defense he played this year with Notre Dame. So a lot of his shit is ad-lib. I don't think he reads defenses as well as these pro scouts saying he does. Everything I see Caleb Williams doing, you can see behind me. Let's see the next play. What he do? Is it a straight read? Nope. It's an ad-lib. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shit like that. And this is not my highlight tape. You can see by the production, this is somebody else. But obviously be a playmaker. Not taking that away. Every good quarterback is some type of playmaker. But when all of your highlights is this behind me, I don't know. Because in my head, you're holding the ball too long. You're not doing what needs to be done. Right? And that's just me. You probably got a different perspective. You probably love to see shit like this. But when you see shit like this too often on the college level, it tells me is that quarterback is, look, doing it again. It tells me that quarterback is not processing shit quick enough. Because, again, shit is open at the college level. We know that. All right? So if you ain't getting that ball out, zipping that ball out, I just have to hold my horses and see how you can do in the pros. We see a guy like this who can make plays like this in the NFL. Justin Fields. I've bashed him before on this pod. Obviously, he has great playmaking ability, but where is he slow at? He's slow in the processing department. And so we got to understand that. It's a lot more to a game than hovering around, shaking guys up, and then throwing a 40-yard pass. Yes, that shit look good, but how many times can you do that at the NFL level? How consistent can you do that at the NFL level? We don't see the best quarterbacks doing that shit play after play, right? And so that's why I'm low on Caleb Williams. And I would have him lower on the list if it was not for the hype. And I'm just giving the hype the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, these guys are at the game. So Caleb Williams is number 2. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Who's your number 1 quarterback? Let me know what you think about my take on Caleb Williams. You may think that I'm hating a little bit. You may think that I'm nitpicking. But I'm just giving you the facts, man. I'm letting you know right now, quarterbacks that have to maneuver and go off script this many times usually don't work at the NFL level because you try to go off script too many times at the NFL level, your ass end up on a stretcher. I can't even talk. You end up on a stretcher, man. You got me. My third quarterback coming in after Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, Washington Husky, former Indiana quarterback. Got him third on the list out of the top quarterbacks. Now, guys, listen to me. I'm only ranking the quarterbacks they have going first round. So that is Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, and the UNC quarterback. They also got Bo Nix going in there too, but we'll talk about Bo later. For number 3, I'm going with Michael Penix because he make throws. Don't get me wrong. He got some playmakers on the outside. Rome Odunze is gonna go top 10, and I see a lot of times when he's throwing the ball, he just put it back shoulder to one of those great receivers, and receivers go up and make a contested catch. Now you could think of this one of 2 ways. One, he throws a hell of a back shoulder, which is very, very important in the NFL. If you can make that throw, you can easily be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Aaron Rodgers has made a living off of that shit. Perfecting the back shoulder. So that could be a plus. But the reason why I'm scooting him down number 3, because I think when you have that talent at receiver at the college level, it makes the quarterback look better than what they really is. Okay? Titus, what are you talking about? Think about the Ohio State Buckeyes, right? Minus C.J. Stroud, Ohio State has never had a quarterback to be successful in the NFL in recent memory. The reason why Ohio State quarterbacks like Justin Fields go, or like Dwayne Haskins, go high in the draft because they look good. They put up these crazy numbers. But people don't understand that they throw into Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and all these guys on the outside, right? And so they look a lot better than what they actually is. If your receiver is always wide open, and you can, obviously, if you were a 4-star, 5-star quarterback at the D1 level and starting at a Big Ten school, you're a pretty good guy quarterback. Like, you can throw the ball, right? It's just a lot small things that keep you away from being an NFL guy. And when you play at Ohio State, you got all these options, man. When you play at not necessarily USC, but at Alabama, you know, they quarterback struggle in the league. Mac Jones. Tua is, without Tyreek, don't look as good, right? He was ass in that playoff game. So you're not, you throw into these options at the college level, they always open, they beat these college corners, they make you look better than what you are. And that's where I'm at with Michael Penix. Is he as good as the tape say, or is his receivers that much better than college corners that just making him look good? So the reason why I'm knocking him down to number 3 is because of that, and because, again, the best defense he played this year was Michigan. He ain't look good at all. He didn't look good. He struggled, he was rattled, he was antsy, and it just wasn't good. And so, obviously, that tape speaks for itself, and his receivers speak for itself. So, he has a bit to prove. Now, listen, am I saying he won't be good in the league? No. Nobody knows this shit. Mel Kiper has been on ESPN for 30 years, and he don't know shit. All right, he's just talking like I'm talking. So, he always getting shit wrong. So I'm just giving you what I think based on watching all season. All right, I think Michael Penix has great supporting cast with his receivers, and he was bad against the best defense he played this year. So I'm gonna put him at 3. At 4, I'm gonna go ahead and throw UNC quarterback in there. The problem with him is all I see is Mitch Trubisky. When I think about this guy being that high, this highly rated, I think about Mitch Trubisky. I looked at his numbers. I looked at the tape. He was good. He looked good. But the thing about Mac Brown, if you don't know Mac Brown, that's North Carolina's coach. That motherfucker has crazy offense. He was at Texas before his glory days was at Texas. Colt McCoy years, right? He was great there. Texas offense was unstoppable. Colt McCoy looked great. Vince Young, these are the type of people he made look really good. But when they got to the league, none in void, right? And I think Mac Jones or Mac Brown is creating the same type of dynamic in North Carolina. We seen Mitch, we seen Sam Howell, we see this guy now coming up, and it's like, is he really that good, or is it just Mac Brown, right? And so because of that, I have to say that I'm gonna put him in my 4 slot. Now, will he be good? Probably so. He probably can. I just can't give him the benefit of the doubt because I think Mac Brown is a genius, and we seen Mitch Trubisky fail. We seen Sam Howell fall off a little bit at the end of the year. And so we'll see. But he's at my 4th spot. And coming in 5th, the last of these top 5 quarterbacks they're saying, Bo Nix. I don't believe in Bo Nix. I didn't believe him when he was at Auburn, and I didn't believe him when he was at Oregon. Oregon runs a wide open college-style offense. This dude is not an NFL quarterback, and it's just that simple. Just that simple. A lot of things he did was with his legs. A lot of wide open receivers just running open. And that's just a good scheme. Oregon has a hell of a coach. It's a reason why he was tied to that Alabama job. Coach Lanning, I believe it is. It's a reason why he was tied to that Alabama job. He's a hell of a coach. You remember when what's my guy? Former Eagles coach. He's with UCLA, or was with UCLA. Can't think of his name. It'll come to me. Former coach from Oregon. He had those guys like Dennis Dixon, Marcus Mariota looking real fucking good. It's because he ran great offense. They recruit a lot of speed at Oregon, right? And so I don't think Bo Nix is shit. I always thought Bo Nix was bad. And the fact that he may go in the first round or second round is just crazy to me. So he's the only 5 of these quarterbacks that I'll say is going to be bad. It's going to be very bad in the NFL, and it's never going to pan out. All right? These other 4, maybe. I don't know. Just giving you my thoughts off the tape. But Bo Nix, ass. 100% ass. And if he turned out to be good, then I'm just another motherfucker talking. But Bo Nix, I can stand on that. He's ass. All right? I do want to give you a sleeper guy. Oh, wait. Bo Nix is ass, and J.J. McCarthy. I'm sorry. They got 6 quarterbacks in there. J.J. McCarthy is ass. He didn't do shit at Michigan. I know he's from Illinois. I'm from Illinois. You probably should be with him and hopefully he do good. But I mean, what do you have? Less than 3,000 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 4 picks. Decent numbers. But Michigan had a dominant offense, and he just never did anything. Like, he never wowed me. And listen, Josh Allen was the same way when I watched him, but I only seen him, Josh Allen, 1 or 2 games. His numbers wasn't wild in Wyoming as well. But J.J. McCarthy ain't no damn Josh Allen. He ain't built like that, and he ain't even as durable, because if motherfucker hit him like they be hitting Josh Allen, his ass is out of there. He run well and all that shit, but J.J. ass too. So he's a 6th quarterback on that list they putting up there. They say he might go top 5, and that is just the most terrible shit I ever heard of. I compare that to Will Levis from Penn State last year, played for the Titans. He gonna be ass, okay? And they did the same thing. They trying to boost him up. I believe it's gonna be the same type of story where Will Levis falls down, or Will Levis fell down in the command chain after people say he's gonna be a top 3 pick. I believe he end up getting picked somewhere in the top 20. It's gonna be the same for JJ. If not, somebody gonna make a huge mistake, because bro ass. I ain't gonna hold you. All right. So that's the top 6. That's my rankings. JJ at 6, Bo at 5, UNC quarterback at 4, the kid from Washington, Penix, at 3. 2 is Caleb, and the kid from LSU will be my top quarterback in this year's draft. My sleeper, I'm gonna leave you with this, and you go watch tape on him and tell me what you think. Spencer Rattler, South Carolina. He started at Oklahoma. Lost his job to Caleb Williams. Fun fact: Caleb Williams came in that recruiting class. Spencer wasn't playing well, and Lincoln Riley ended up going with Caleb Williams over him. But I think Spencer Riley is very fucking talented. If you ever watch QB1 on Netflix, this dude was the #1 recruited quarterback in the nation. I think he's very talented. I think he has personality issues where he's very arrogant. And I hope he doesn't fall in that Josh Rosen realm where people start to hate him and don't give him a chance. But this dude is talented, man. I think he's special. He's more Patrick Mahomes-ish than people think. Like, man, this dude could make every throw in any type of way. So he'll be my sleeper. I think he's the best quarterback in this draft, low key. But the problem when you're not drafted in those 1 and 2 rounds, first or second round, you're not given the same chance. So if he don't come out firing right away, then he might not get the opportunity. So, but that's my guy. That's what I want to see get the opportunity like some of these guys don't get. And if he do, I believe he'll be successful. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. Who's your top quarterback in this draft? Tell me what you think about my take on Caleb Williams. And overall, what you think about my sleeper as well on Spencer Rattler. But that's the same. Gears a little bit. We're going to go from the NFL to the NBA. This is a bit of a sad segment, man. We can go ahead and cue the music, the sad music. What's that shit they play on the African commercial when they want us to feed the kids? In the arm of the angel. I don't know if that's quite the words, but this is sad, man. This is about the Warriors. Man, it's the end of an era, guys. This is like my adult years. This is the team of my adult years, my 20s. Some of my adult years. I'm still an adult. Nigga can't go out to a kid. But this is the team of my 20s, man, my college years, dog. The Warriors, man. And unfortunately, y'all, it's the end of an era. I think we seen that in the play-in game against the Kings. They just fell short. I mean, wasn't even close. Seen them beat that team last year in the series in 7. But I didn't say it on the pod, but I said it to a friend. I said if the Warriors get in a play-in situation where if they lose when they out, they going to be out. Just because it just feels like that now, like this is the end of the road for them. The rubber they met the road. Klay Thompson, he would have got my BBL of the week if it wasn't for Devin Haney. I mean, 0 for 10 in that closeout game, didn't hit a shot. And this year wasn't bad. A lot of people think Klay Thompson was just ass this year, and that wasn't the case. I mean, he still averaged 18 points, what they say, 77 games, 39% from the three-point line. I mean, that's solid for your third option. The problem is he's the Warriors' second option. They don't have a true 2. And Steph heavy is lifting too heavy right now, especially at the age he's at. So, yeah, it's just the end of the era unless they land a big star. I mean, this is kind of when they need KD. They didn't need him when they got him. They need him now. This is when they need a big star to come in and kind of help the lift and help them to stay on that level. If they don't get that, I think they should break the band up, man. It's always sad to say that because, I mean, this team is dominant. What they get, 3 championships, would have been a 4th if if Klay didn't get hurt when they was playing the Raptors. Should have been a 5th if they didn't allow the 3-1 collapse. The 73-9 record, the anonymous MVP for for Steph. Draymond Green winning Defensive Players of the Year. Just Klay Thompson coming back from the Achilles injury and they winning the championship, coming back against Boston as the underdog. This team, you can't say enough about them, and I think this is one of the greatest teams, like almost kind of like eras, one of the greatest eras of teams that we probably could think about. Obviously, you got the Bulls with Jordan and Pip in that era. You obviously got the Shaq and Kobe era, the Magic Johnson era, the Larry Bird era. This era of Steph, Draymond, and Klay has to be up there. These guys has been great. And Steph, like I said, he's older. He's doing a lot of heavy lifting. 26 points a game, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Still shooting the ball crazy from 3, 41%, 45 from the field. He's still a great player, but he needs another guy. It's obvious right now that Klay is not a 2 anymore, and so they just falling off. So we'll see. I think the band is breaking up. I just want to spend this segment to say it's been fun to watch. Let me know what you guys think. You think it's the end of an era in Golden State? Klay's in the contract year. I think he's going to be with another team next year, and that's going to be weird as hell to watch. So they're going to have to depend on other guys. I think Andrew Wiggins, it's time for him to go. He did well for them in that championship year, All-Star, and all the things that came with, but it was kind of like a one-year thing. He's lost it now. He's been dealing with a lot of mental shit the last few years. There was a lot of rumors about his lady cheating on him, and we know once that bitch cheat, tough time. So, So let me know what you think. I think they're gonna have to depend a lot more on Jonathan Kuminga next year, especially if they don't bring in a star. And they got Moses Moody over there, but I don't think he's the guy that they think he is. And I know he ain't played enough, but it just seems like it's time for them to revamp, tear it down. Obviously, let Klay sign a new contract with another team. Let Wiggins go. You may have to trade Draymond. I know there's a lot of rumors around him wanting to play with LeBron and his son, so maybe let him do that. You let Steph just die out over there, allow him to end his career. I hate to see Steph in another jersey. And as relevant as Draymond and Klay has been to the Warriors, Steph has obviously been the call, right? He's been the key guy. So, and if you want to ride out with Draymond, Klay, and Steph until they retire, do that as well. Y'all won enough championships where y'all organization has enough credibility to have a few down years. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Everybody would still respect them for what they is. Klay might not be able to do this to people no more because people know he has now. So, it's the end of the era. I want to know what you guys think. What do you think the Warriors should do? Me personally, I think they should tear it down. But I ain't mad if they stay, be prideful and stay with their dogs. But they got to add something else. Ending off the episode with our final segment when we're going to go with our NBA ass tracker. Obviously, the NBA playoffs has started. My predictions are starting to look real fucking bogus, man. All of the teams I said was ass is looking good. And a few teams I said was going to be the contenders is looking ass. And that's the way it goes. When you talk shit to an audience, it seems like you're whatever you do turns bad. Just like gambling. You think you know some shit. When you say it and you don't gamble on it, it works. As soon as your ass gamble on it, you ass. And that's kind of what's happening to me right now. Usually when I make predictions in my head, I'm just rocking right on. As soon as I tell it to start me a podcast and start to try to seem like a genie, I'm ass. Okay? So we're gonna hop right into it, man. Our NBA ass tracker. Looking at the teams, if you didn't watch episode 2 and you're not familiar with the teams I called ass, I called the Clippers, Thunder, Bucks, Celtics, and the T-Woods ass. The reason why I call these teams ass is because I said they look like contenders, like they have a chance to win the NBA championship, but they're pretenders. All right, most people call them pretenders. I call them ass. Obviously, they're good teams, but to me, they're ass when it comes to the playoffs. All right? So I've been tracking these teams since I said that to see the progress. All right? Obviously, the playoffs have started, and as we speak, the Lakers and Nuggets games have just finished. Game 2. You're looking at game 1 behind me. As a Laker fan, I'm so frustrated because we really had them both games, and we lost both. Jamal Murray just fucking gamed their ass, man, literally 2 minutes ago. So I'm hurt. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a minute. I struggled getting back to the pod game. I took me a break, walked off. I almost walked the block. I mean, fuck, bro. We gonna get swept again. We definitely getting swept. So, but yes, I called it late. And I'm gonna go backtrack a little bit. So my couldn't ask teams, obviously Clips, T-Wolves, Bucks, Celtics, Thunders. My contenders were the Nuggets, Lakers, and the Suns was a throw-in because I said I needed 3 teams. Really didn't have 3. It was the Lakers or the Nuggets to win the chip, but I threw the Suns in there, okay? So that's why I'm frustrated because the Lakers got that 7 seed, and now they had to play the Nuggets. And I said the only team that could beat the Lakers is the Nuggets, and it's showing up, man. We just can't beat this fucking team, and we're going to end up as the getting swept. Jamal Murray just gained this game too, and it's tough. Anthony Davis, I've been on record of calling him soft. Man, dude playing his heart out. He had a good fucking season, first of all. Second of all, he's playing well in this playoff series, and it just ain't been enough, man. Fucking Jamal Murray, bro. Fucking with my mental right now. But that is what it is, man. So I said the Lakers will probably lose to the Nuggets. They are going to lose. They are going to get swept. But let's go ahead and talk about these teams that I call ass. All right, first up, the Clippers. Man, caveat, I said the Clippers will be ass in the playoffs because one of those, first of all, James Harden is not a playoff player. And I said PG or Kawhi will get hurt. Kawhi's hurt right now. So I was right about that. And this series ain't over. It's just game 1, but they look real fucking good. They look real fucking good game 1. So I'll give them that credit. But I think they're in a tough series with the Mavericks. So right now, my projection is looking ass. But I think I'm holding out hope for that because Kawhi's out. I don't know if he's going to play game 2. If he don't, they're in some trouble. I think the Mavericks could end up getting them. But for whatever it's worth, I'm wrong right now on the Clippers. The T-Wolves, I'm very fucking wrong on these guys. Oh my God. Boy, they look fucking good against the team that I threw in as my contender. That's the Suns. I may have underestimated Anthony Edwards. I mean, I've been hearing about him all season long, but boy, oh boy, this motherfucker is different, gang. This motherfucker is different. God damn. Yeah, man. And Cat, I said he had to play a few games to come back where he needed to come back, and he looked all right in game 1. I said they didn't have nobody outside of those two, and man, their reserves played well too. Nikhil Alexander played well. Reed played well. Boy, they look good, man. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm sorry, Timberwolves. I get all the blame. I didn't think y'all had enough to beat a truly good team like the Suns or anybody else, the Nuggets or what have you. But I take it back. Maybe the Nuggets is just that good, that team y'all lost to last year, that made me think that y'all wasn't playoff bound, playoff type team. Y'all look like y'all are. So I'm not going to backtrack. I'm going to still say y'all ass, and I'm going to still say that y'all will not beat the Suns. But boy, listen. Okay, I might have been wrong on that one. Let's move on, man. The Bucks, caveat, I said the Bucks would be, they look good when either Giannis or Dame was out because the superstar allows himself to play like he plays without the other one there. When they're together, they don't look good. They don't have the chemistry. Giannis missed game 1. Dame scores 35 in the first half. He looks excellent. All right? The reason why I still say the Bucks ass because the Pacers are ass. I don't believe in the Pacers. I'm happy that they made the playoffs. But the the Pacers and the Magic, they're just teams that, yes, they made the playoffs, but they build it. They got a lot to build on before they become true contenders. So I'm not giving the Bucks any credit if they win this round. I want to see them in round 2. But Damian Lillard did look good, but I want to see him do that with Giannis. All right? Celtics, I said, will go to the finals. I do believe they're the best team in the East. I don't believe they can beat the Nuggets or whatever team comes out the West, even if it happened to be a team that I call ass. All right? But if they get the Nuggets, it's over. And that's the team I think they're going to get. I think they're going to the finals. It makes it easier on them now that Jimmy Butler is out. They fuck around, beat the shit out of the Heat. And then in the second round, as the 1-8, they'll get the 4-5, which means the Cavs or the Magic. They easily beat one of those teams. And then the Eastern Conference Finals will likely be a matchup against likely the Bucks if Giannis comes back. Okay? Or, the 3 seed, the Knicks looking real fucking good. 2 seed, the Knicks looking real fucking good. They up 2-0 right now as we speak. They have another game before this pod comes out. I give a lot of credit to the Knicks, though. Jalen Brunson is showing me something, man. That dude is different. The Knicks is really ass. Look at their roster, gang. That is not a 50-win second seed team that should be up 2-0 on Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Like, I betted on Joel Embiid to win both of those games, and he's lost both. Joel, I got a lot to say about you, man. All those numbers you be putting up, MVP last year, all this shit, bro, you an ass, bro. And listen, obviously he can play basketball, but I'm saying he on the top tier of NBA players, right? They be saying he the best center in the league. Bro, ass. Don't put him on the pedestal with Joker no more. I can't do it. He lost a couple years ago to Trae Young in the playoffs. He about to lose to Jalen Brunson. And who the second best player on the Knicks? Dante DiVincenzo, who's been the fifth best player on every team he's played on outside this team? Come on, bro. Like, no. If you really think about it, before last year, think about it before you call me crazy. Before Jalen Brunson hit the scene last year with the Knicks, people would say Tyrese Maxey was better than him. And it was obviously he was better. So just 2 years ago, the Sixers will have the two best players in the series with Maxey and Joel Embiid. Now you're down 2-0 to the same team. Or the same player. Like, bro, y'all, I don't want to hear them more, Joel. You ass, bro. I don't want to hear it. And much credit to Jalen Brunson. He doing his thing. All right? So moving on. I think the Celtics is going to the finals. I'm moving on. The Thunder. All right? The Thunder looked good, man, but they beat the Pelicans team without Zion. SGA, obviously my MVP. He looked real fucking good. And that is what it is. So, I think their ceiling is maybe they win this round, but I don't know if they win the second round. They didn't impress me as much as the T-Wolves did. They didn't impress me as much as the Clippers did. So they still kind of asking me. I'm kind of peeking around that curtain on the Clippers and the T-Wolves because they showed a lot in Game 1. All right? So that's our ass tracker update. The Lakers is going to be eliminated by the team I said that they can't beat. The Nuggets still look like the best team in the league. Joker is just fucking phenomenal. He's the best player in the fucking league. Triple-double tonight. This is the night, the day the pod is getting. This is Game 2. Game 2 just ended. He had a triple-double. He's fucking phenomenal. And then the Suns, my throw-in contender, they look ass. I ain't gonna lie. Timberwolves made them look bad. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think about my teams I call ass. Do you think that these teams can actually compete for an NBA championship? And who do you think gonna be the NBA champions after watching the first couple games of the NBA playoffs? And that'll bring the end to episode 5 of He Has the Pod. Continue to like, subscribe, share. Share with people not on my platform so we can continue to grow the audience. I do appreciate everybody who shared last week. I had my most views, so I'm thinking that I got some new audience members this week. So let's continue to do so. Next week, I'll be having my first joint pod. I'm doing it down at my brother's Hookah Lounge. We coming to you live. I'm having my boy, my frat brother, my ship Deuce on the pod. We're going to talk shit. We're going to talk sports. It's my first joint podcast, and I'm excited about that. So that's going to be next week, coming to you live from my brother's Hookah Lounge. We'll give you all the details on the next week's pod. Like, subscribe, share, comment. See you guys next week.